Here's a better lecture on the power rule. The power rule is pretty easy. We just have to go over two things. First thing is going to be what is it even doing? So you can see up top here we have the definition of the derivative, and you can see you have some f of x and you plug it into this function, you could say, and solve the limit, and then you have your derivative of that f of x. But when f of x starts getting more complicated, that becomes a pretty lengthy process. So what we're going to resort to is these rules, and the first one we're going over is the power rule. And what the power rule is say we have x to the power of n, and we want the derivative of that. N comes out in front times x to the power of n minus 1. So that might not be super intuitive just looking at it, but what we're doing is we have say for example we have x cubed. We want to find the derivative of this. Just bring 3 down times x to the power of 3 minus 1, which is just 2. So you can see there's a nice simple pattern here. You just bring 3 in front and then subtract 1. That's all you have to remember. And there's only like maybe 2 cases that might be a little more complicated than this. First one, say we have like 2x to the power of 4. What do we do with this 2 out in front? So with constants like this, or the scalars you could say, in front, you kind of just set it outside of the derivative there. So then what this becomes is 2 times 4x3. And then you can multiply the 2 back in, you just get 8x to the power of 3. And then the second case is going to be like when we have multiple of these in one function. Oops, sorry. So say we have our f of x is 3x cubed plus x squared plus 2x. Our f prime is going to look like, you can see we have 3 times, so I'm just keeping that there. Then we bring the 3 down. We have 3 again, x to the power of 3 minus 1, which is just 2. So hopefully that, you can see that goes there and that goes there. You can see that pattern. Plus, we bring 2 out in front times x to the power of 2 minus 1, just 1. You can leave that out if you want. Hopefully that erases there. Plus 2, you can see we just bring the 2 out in front. Then x technically has a 1 there, so we bring 1 out in front times x to the power of 0. And you can see that this just turns into 2. So I'll write that out again. F prime of x is equal to 9x squared, because we just combine those, plus 2x plus 2. So that's basically it with the power rule. Just make sure that you're using it in the right scenario. It has to be x to the power of some n. And it can have a scalar out in front if you'd like. But this is the only case where it works. Well, actually, it technically works with a negative n too, but you do the same thing. So 1 over x to the power n is equal to 1 over negative n. Sorry, 1 to the power of negative n. And the same rule applies. You just bring negative n out front and negative n minus 1, because this is just our n there. So hopefully that's not too complicated. It's pretty simple. Try not to psych yourself out. So thanks for watching.